All right, everyone. I know we're all excited to get out of here. I know it is the beginning of the holidays and no one wants to think about classwork, but for those of you who are doing the joiner class, I will need the first batch of documents within 2 weeks. I know, it's a lot to ask, but this is a big class to begin with, so. Alright, if there are no more questions, then happy holidays, many happy returns, and go celebrate in whatever manner makes the most sense to you. I don't carry bail money, so remember that. Hmm. They are all a group of work, aren't they? Come now. You know as well as I do, they are all itching to get out there and do stupidity among the clouds. The clouds, the rivers, the lakes, the other houses, they're just stupid young people, let's be fair. Yeah, well, we were all there once. I was a young, hot-headed incubus once. I did my fair share of stupid. I get it. Come on. You had to have done the occasional stupid thing. Well, I will grant you that, but I would like to think that you've done just stupid enough. Yeah, there is such a thing. Maybe one day you'll find it. Maybe one day I'll find it. For now, we just have to content ourselves with the holidays. I am content. I do like Christmas, even if it doesn't have the same invigorating response that Halloween does. Yes, well, I'm a little more attuned to the energies of Halloween. I can respect that. Still, though, this is the preeminent dining experience for a lot of people. We can learn here. That is true, we can learn anywhere, but for anything of substance, this place will do well. Yes, I stood normally there. Wasn't really a way to do the whole Halloween otherwise. Oh, you're asking about the soldier who stepped on. Oh, yes. No, we saw him to safety. Yes, well, I'm glad we were there. Hell of a time. Yes, I was going to ask. How was your party when all was said and done? Oh, really? Sounds like you had just as good a time. Oh, nothing fancy for me. Went home, made some food, Ended up falling asleep on the couch after a while. Quiet night. Eh, there was nothing meant to be that night, I guess. That's alright. Sometimes the hells just don't have it in the cards for you. Yes, I started in hell myself. I know how to sew a foot wrap, so I knew where I was starting. Got myself all dressed, came up, worked for a while, helped you out, worked for a little while longer, and then went back. Oh, no, 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 no. It came in excellent use. Basically, a little pocket shovel. It was very handy. Oh, yes, very much so. Admittedly, sometimes having a tool is a little bit nicer. I'm not saying that sometimes I don't need to do things by hand. In fact, sometimes hand is better, but sometimes a little help is never a bad thing. Well, that's what I was mostly doing that night, offering little help. A little here, a little there. It's the easiest way to keep busy. Let's be fair. That's the kind of night where I need to keep busy, or else I'll go just a little more stir crazy than I should. Yes, well, clearly you saw I was in a bit of a state, and if I'm being completely honest, I'm surprised my control was good enough that you weren't getting too much of that sensation. It was very powerful that night. Very, very powerful. Yes, I am sorry if I made you uncomfortable or stepped out of line at any point. I appreciate you saying that, but it does behoove me to say I am sorry. Again, a little out of line. You're far too kind. Seriously. Thank you. Oh, well, if I'm being completely fair, there was quite a few moments I wanted to pick up the phone and call you. Like I said before we parted ways, I was very much amped up, and you were dressed quite, exquisitely, let's say. My mind did tend to wander. Well, it took every ounce of my self control not to call you that night. Of course, I thought about it. I spent most of the night thinking about it, and a little bit of the early morning, but that's neither here nor there. Yes, congratulations. You were running through the head of an incubus all night long. Your feet must be exhausted. Yes, isn't that an old cheesy pickup line? You must be tired from running around my head all day, or something equally as corny. There's the one. Yes, it was an interesting night to say the least. I'm glad I kept some of my professionalism. Yes, also that. Christmas does not influence me in the same way. Current projects aside and dealing with students, it will be nice to properly relax. Yes, properly. I'm a little light on the family department. A nice book, a nice glass of whiskey, maybe just an easy evening in. No, perhaps not just some random companionship. I think I'm a little past that at the moment. Yes, I am. Who knows? Maybe I better find some time looking, see if I do a little better. Oh, who's to say? You never know what you'll find when you start looking. I could always look through my phone until I find a phone number. Lord knows, maybe I just missed the phone number I truly wanted on Halloween night. No, very forward of you. I mean, I'd always be happy to miss whichever number I might be looking for and land on yours, but again, I am trying to be a professional. Well, I, uh, I would be remiss if I didn't say that it was a very intriguing notion. Perhaps with a little more control and, I don't know, self restraint. My dear, I had no self restraint that night. That was me, very much being me. There's a reason I don't turn it on with people. Yes, but if, I were to say, call you, because of course my proper number missed as we, keep going with the joke, would that be much of an issue? Hmm, interesting. That's very interesting. Of course. Never enough time. Come along. We only have 2 more classes and we're done for the rest of the semester. Let's at least try to maintain a level of professionalism and get them finished, yes? There will be time later that we can discuss things. So, until then. Yes. Let's keep the professional veil active. After you, my assistant.